Beauty fam, welcome back to Mickey Car Beauty. I'm Mickey, and on my little corner of YouTube, I love to talk about luxury skincare and beauty and sometimes independent beauty brands. And today I'm doing a August, September faves, fails, and just meh. And this is the time for me to just really give you an update on how the makeup is faring for me. And I think these are really great. I love watching these faves and fails, the monthly updates from people, because it gives me a sense of something that's different than first impressions. Because I, as a content creator, I'm really learning that I might fall in love with products very quickly, and then as time wears on, it might not wear very well, or the product might start to disintegrate, or the quality just isn't there. So I like to review other people's monthly favorites. What I do find more helpful is that if the content creators have had actually more time to utilize the product. So for me, I made it actually a decision to not do monthly favorites. I actually will be doing updates of 2 to 3 months after I've gotten the products, and at the end of the year I'll do a roundup, because I don't know how others do it, and maybe they are wearing makeup all the time, that with the amount of makeup that I do get for my collection and review purposes, and I'm not doing this full time. I know there's others that do this, like I get every single release. I just don't know if, for me at least, I'm just speaking for myself as a content creator, I was finding that it wasn't working for me to do monthly reviews, because I actually didn't have enough time to try out and really get to know the product to tell you honestly from my point of view if they were still good after a month. Like sometimes I'm seeing reviews where they actually do a review and like 2 days later it's in like a favorite of the month. So that's just, for me at least, that didn't resonate very well. Like I want to know like how, when I'm watching content creators and also when I'm telling you things, I think I want to be able to tell you earnestly whether it's working for me or not. So in these videos, I actually might go back 3 to 4 to 6 to 8 months on products that I bought quite a while ago this year and give you an update on them, just so you know how they're doing. So I just kind of wanted to let you know that's how the format of these videos are, that they're not monthly favorites. They're basically 2 or 3 months in. So last time I did a May, June, July favorites, fails, and meh, because that was just what resonated with me, so I could get to know the products more and give you a really honest review of how the products and skincare were wearing for me. So what I want to do is actually start with the no or the fails, and I actually don't have some of these because I actually either sold them or returned them or just passed them along. So the first fail for me was the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Serum, and I'll put a picture here. And I was really excited to get it. I think it was part of that Sephora sale where they had a lot of the foundations on sale for us to try. And I love the Danessa Myricks Yummy Blurring Balm. So I saw that you should use those together. So I ended up getting that foundation in 11G, as in goat. It smelled so bad. It had this awful scent that would never go away. And it was like a sweet scent. And there was just so much perfume that I couldn't stand it. So that was the first thing. I got it for $27 on sale at Sephora. And what I have in my notes here is that it just didn't perform well. And this is what I put down. It smelled like Febreze. Yeah, it smelled like Febreze, and I hate Febreze. So last thing even if you'd like Febreze for freshening up your clothes, like the last thing I would think you'd want that as a smell on your face. And what I saw that it actually emphasized my acne and pores. So that was a no-go for me. I also tried out this product, the LYS, the Love Yourself Foundation. And I don't remember what color I got it in. And again, I try to like support and try out like women of color owned small businesses as well. So I wanted to give it a go. I'd heard a lot of great things about LYS. I don't even remember what color I got, but what I remember is that I tried it for a week and it just felt like a really cheap foundation, like almost like a drugstore, like a bad drugstore foundation. It just it was nothing special. I just feel like the foundation market is really competitive. So for me, it was like in something I knew I would never reach for again because it just didn't look that great on my skin and there was nothing special about it. I think I passed them along to a friend or a niece, my niece. I had tried out the Fenty lipsticks at the beginning of spring of this year, and I think I maybe tried 2 or 3 different colors. Rihanna and her team have the colors on lock. The color curation is so inclusive of all different undertones and skin tones. Nothing, I have no qualms about that. It's just that she picks this vanilla perfume as her standard, like that she puts in all her products. So I loved the color, but the smell of the lipstick was terrible. Like it's that signature, I think some of you know Fenty, it's that signature vanilla scent. And it's just gross to me. Like some and I think you all know that I'm really sensitive to perfume, and some of it I can tolerate, like Chanel, and then sometimes Dior, but very little. But the Fenty lipstick, it just smelled like cheap vanilla, and I just could never, because it's so close to my nose, I could smell it, and I couldn't even stand having the lipstick on my lips for very long, because it just never went away. So those had to go. Those were a fail for me. The quality was fine, the colors were great, but it's just the smell I couldn't stand. And then moving on, the last fail for me was the Hourglass foundation, and I'll put it here. And I reviewed that probably 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I think I did do a review, and I'll link that above and down below. You can see it. I think a lot of people might like it. I just have a hard time with Hourglass. I think the only product I've liked of Hourglass is their eye primer. And I've tried their Hourglass stick foundation. It was just too creamy, and like it looked terrible on my face. And I should have gotten a hint of that, like the foundation would have been fine. There was something weird. I couldn't find a right shade match. And even then, it was like, the formula is meant to be like very thin, but super pigmented. It just didn't like the way it wore on me. It looked like a mask, and it didn't look natural at all. And that's part of what Hourglass is. It kind of like plays off of light reflecting. But what I don't like about that is that if it's light reflecting, luminosity is fine. So for example, NARS light reflecting foundation, it looks dewy, healthy. That's a gorgeous formula. But there's something about that Hourglass foundation, because they're about like light, it almost made me look paler and whiter, which I'm not all about at my channel. Like for some people, they might like to use Hourglass as like a combination of different things, like maybe lighter in the face and then deeper here. I just didn't like that foundation, so that was a pass for me. Okay, so enough about the negativity. I just wanted to get that out of the way. So and we're gonna end with the loves. So in terms of the meh, I actually haven't shown this on my channel yet, but I've been trying these on and off. I've been trying. I actually ordered Moxie Lash. So it's that system of lashes that actually attach because of this product. I think there might be something magnetic in it. The lashes, the length is fine. What it is of why I don't like this, and like maybe it's just more, maybe it's like an Asian thing, because we don't have like that thick of lashes. And let me see if I can show it to you here. There was 2 things that were like meh about this. The band on this is so thick, so it looks really fake. So even when I'm putting this on, so this is the product, and you're supposed to use this as eyeliner, and the wand is kind of like a little less, it's not very precise, it's a little bit, it's just a little messy. So when I'm trying to do, maybe it's the formula, I don't know, maybe it's the wand, it's really hard to control the pigmentation. And like you have to have enough of this product down in order for the band to connect, if that makes sense. So if you don't have enough of this down, it's not going to connect. And I think the band is so thick because there's like a magnetic quality in it. So it just looked really fake on my eyelashes. Like I'd rather just going back to like curling my lashes or fake eyelashes with a thinner band. So I didn't like this product. This ended up being too thick on my lashes. Plus this, it looked really, really weird. So they were just meh. I think if I have a look like today, it'd be nice, because it's I'm so pigmented with the eyes right now. But I don't know. These were a close fail for me, but I'm still gonna try it. Meh product. And the reason why I say meh, because it's not, I'm realizing that it might not be a fail. Like the whole thing is that someone else with a different preference or skin texture this might work well for you. So for me, this is just a matte product. I was really excited to try this. I saw this on Maria Chung. If you don't follow her, she's wonderful on Instagram. She's beautiful. She's beautiful, and her makeup is beautiful and ethereal on her. So she had shown pictures of her trying on the RMS blush. And this is the RMS Redimension Hydra Powder Blush in Sangria. And it's beautiful. Look at this packaging. Look at that. And so that is the blush, and it's an illuminating lit from in blush. So why this is a meh for me, and I could see it being really gorgeous for other people, is that I don't have perfect skin. So you can even see now I have like a lot of texture. And for me, a product with this emolliency and shine is actually more of the shine. It actually emphasized my texture. So it did not look cute. There are certain blushes when they're too shiny, it just emphasizes texture on aging skin, or if you have like less than perfect skin. So for me, this was a meh. Like, I've tried it a couple times. I don't know if I'm gonna keep trying to play with it. I just might pass it along to a friend who has nicer skin than I do, but I keep trying to play with it, and it just keeps showing my texture. So that was just a meh for me, and I just realized that on other people it's gonna look better. So the third meh product was the Huda, and I don't have it anymore, I'm gonna put it up here, the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer. And I ended up getting it in 4.3 N Neutral Cookie Dough, which was like exactly my skin color, which was fine. I didn't need it brightening. I wanted to just see what it looked like without a brightening effect. And I actually didn't like it. I've seen a lot of beauty content creators that say that Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer is beautiful, that it's very thin. I've tried it with and without like dark under eye corrector. It just like was not that great of a product for me. So I didn't like it. I don't know why it was so special, but other people really liked it. The last thing that I put in my meh category was this eyelash serum MD that I'm trying out, and I'll put a picture here. It's in my bathroom. I just don't feel like going to get it. I know it's terrible. It's just in the other room, but I don't even remember how I had heard about it. Like, I read reviews. I've tried different eyelash serums. I actually tried this Grand Lash MD serum, and this is why it's in meh. So this is actually, I should put this in the fail, the Grand Lash MD. It's a fail for me, not because it's not working, because it could work. It's just really irritated my eyes, and my eyes were burning the next day. So if you don't have sensitive eyes or contacts, like, you should try this out. I don't know, but for me, it was a fail. The Eyelash Serum MD is a meh because it doesn't irritate my eyes. I'm still wearing it, but I don't know if my eyelashes have grown any thicker or longer since I've been using it for like 2 months. But I'm gonna keep going with it. And so far, I just am not impressed with it, but I'm gonna commit and keep using it. Moving on to the Yay I Love. So I have quite a few of these, and they're not in any particular order. So I'm so sorry. Like, I was organized last 2 months ago to write these down, but I'm just not there, fam. It's like written on this piece of paper. These are the ones that are magnetic here, and then there's some that just have like gold flecks in it. I love this one. It has like, it's that grungy green with gold. And these, I think this is just a duochrome. This one has purple and green, if you can see, and blue. And then these are the ones that have magnetic in them, like a magnetic shift. So I got them in purple and then the pink. I'm loving those still. I'm also really enjoying my Pleasing nail polish. This is the Harry Styles brand. I've used these on and off this summer. This is more of a summer color, but I could probably still wear this now, but because it's this pearlescent pink or pearlescent white. So I'm really loving those still. Kind of like this iridescent pink, purple, white, ivory color. I love this one. It's such a fun color. Can you see the shift? So I got these off Beautylish, and then you can just get them at Suqqu Colors. And Suqqu Colors, once in a while, will have sales. So definitely wait for a sale. I ended up getting these from Pat McGrath. These are the Divine Blush Duos, these ones. And I really am enjoying these. These are Cosmic Coral and then Venusian Sunrise. And this is the one I love the most because it has the purple in it. The purple and pink. Yeah, it's just beautiful. I love that one. And let me do a swatch for you. I don't think I did a review. Oh, yeah, I did. I don't know if I did a review of these. I honestly just can't remember sometimes. So the purple and pink, and you can use those separately. And then Cosmic Coral is beautiful. I love the deeper color, actually. I didn't think I was going to. This one here, I love this one. This color here. I don't care so much for the pink one. It's like a little bit too hot pink for me. It's just, that's not my jam. I'm not into like cool, super bright pinks. So I don't care for this one, but I actually like this color. And these, I've been enjoying those, really loving them. And that's the thing with Pat McGrath, like she's so masterful at finding colors that will work for everybody. And the formulas are great, and the packaging, everyone knows about the packaging. So I've been enjoying those. The Guerlain Metal Butterfly palette, 555. It's Guerlain, that French brand, and it's this quad here. It's so pretty. I don't think I have anything like this in my collection. I don't think I have also anything in this formula. The closest I can think of would be the Tom Ford formula, but it's almost like it's even more pigmented than the Tom Ford formula. Now, that's the wet dry formula. It's not the same, but it's super pigmented in that sometimes like even the bright colors of Tom Ford, it's hard to get payoff. But with these Guerlain quads, like especially this orange one, when I'm putting it on, it is so easy to put on. And yeah, the closest I can think of would be the Tom Ford wet dry. And what I do like about Guerlain, at least with these releases, more than the current Tom Ford releases, the Tom Ford quads to me have been really predictable and a bit boring. Like I would love for Tom Ford to come out with a wet dry formula in this color story, but they haven't. It's like the color stories are very like brown, taupe, green, very predictable. Whereas Guerlain with this release, who's the new creative director? Violetta French, is that her name? She's the new creative director for Guerlain. So she's really curated these colors. Gucci blushes, loving these. I love these probably more than the Pat McGrath blushes. And it is meant to be cheeks and eye powder, luminous matte. Look at that gorgeous packaging. And I ended up getting them in the color Bright Coral 04 and then in 05 Rosy Beige. Now, something I noticed is that the colors are off. Like I'm actually reading right from the package here. Like 04 is, and some websites like Sephora, it doesn't say Bright Coral. I don't know why, but here it says 04 Bright Coral. On the back here it says 05 Rosy Beige. I'm loving both of these, the luminosity on it. And actually, let me just put some of these on now while I'm in front of you. So this is the Rosy Beige. I'll put some on this side. And to me, this formula is the closest stateside that you can get for that Suqqu melting powder blush. Now I'm putting the 04 Bright Apricot. Oh, sorry, Bright Coral one. So you can see I have to go in probably like 3 or 4 times, but I'm not mad about it. I don't know how these are doing on beauties with a deeper skin tone. I might have heard some criticism about these, that these are not pigmented enough if you're deeper. So that is something to watch out for. I was looking at Vicky James. I just remember that were J-Bays. So she was putting on one of these and it took her 3 or 4 applications. So I don't know, like I think you have to figure out, I'm wondering if these are okay if you have a deeper skin tone. So that's why I picked the really bright colors, at least the brightest out of the options there are 05 Rosy Beige and the Bright Coral. So I would love for them to come out with colors that like lean towards like Pat McGrath type of colors, like brighter, deeper, that are going to be more inclusive. So that would be my criticism of these. It does have that Gucci smell, but it dissipates. But this is my favorite product from Gucci so far, like in terms of face products. Loving those. I'm loving the Dior Blue Velvet Quint. And this is not new, but it's new to me. And I'll show a picture of my look that I did of this. I don't have any blue color story like this. It is so beautiful. It's something special. And a friend of mine reminded me that it was limited edition. So I went ahead and bought it at I want to say I got it at Dillard's, but you might want to look. They actually have this around, but since it's limited edition, it is hard to get, and I just love this. This is one of my favorite Dior quints, I would say, because it's such an original color story. I wish they would come out with more exciting color stories like this Dior Blue Velvet quint. A lot of the Dior color stories are boring. They look like repeats to me. So I would love for them to come out with more adventurous color stories. Like how about some greens, how about some purples? Color stories that I see that they come out with every year look like re-promotes, or just same color stories but like maybe 1 or 2 shades that are deeper or 1 or 2 shades that are lighter, and they look the same to me. So I just kind of wish that Dior got a little bit more exciting, if that makes sense. Like I'm thinking of the Dior Blue Velvet or the Birds of a Feather collection. Like that was like one of the most gorgeous color collections that have come out in the past 2 years. I would love to see them do more of that. So I'm also still loving the Wayne Goss Smoky Quartz palette. Ugh, and this is the thing about they're sometimes really hard to open. So it's that smoky quartz palette, which I love. Might be my favorite palette from Wayne Goss, just because this is like an everyday cool tone palette, and I'm just like loving this topper here. And I created a smoky look, and I'll put it up here with this look. And Deanna Lease, she's a content creator based in Florida. She had a giveaway and I ended up winning it. So thanks beauty friend. And so I ended up getting this and the liner. And I can't remember the liner, but the liner in this collection, I think it's Granite. Beautiful, beautiful. Like you don't need both, but it definitely looked beautiful together. And the nice thing about the Wayne Goss collection is that those eye holes, those eye pencils, you can use that to like build up a look for the outer V. And I kind of need that for my eyes because I have hooded eyelids. Like it helps for me. Sorry, these earrings I have are really fussy. I'm trying to wear the earrings that I don't get to wear on a daily basis for my videos. And like now I remember why. Like I think it's just the way these work, that sometimes like the back comes. Anyway, I'm trying to show you these. There we go. That's the side I want you all to see. If you like these earrings, these are actually made out of wood and the material's copper. The artist Letitia Baker, I want to say, I'll put her link below. She creates these earrings that are made out of wood, and she actually burns them and then colors these designs. They're really beautiful. Actually, I was given as a gift these earrings. Love them, but they're fussy. Like I have to be in a mood to have like earrings dangling and being okay with it. Okay. Still loving my Live Tinted Hugard SPF 3-in-1 moisturizer, SPF, and sunscreen. Loving this. They had a recently 2-for-1 that content creator Jelly Rouge let me know about because she loves that product too. I'm still loving my Chanel. God, I have enough Chanel. Like no more Chanel. I know I'm low-key eyeballing the holiday collection, but I'm gonna try to say it now to hold myself accountable that I don't think I should buy that holiday collection because enough. I have enough Chanel. So I ended up getting the Tweeds collection, as you all know. I love this 58 Intensité quad, and it's this one. So this is not the Tweeds collection. I just have a thing with mauves. I love this color, and I've actually used this quad probably more than the Tweeds. So this is definitely on my top shelf. And I really enjoy all 4 of these, and I'm a collector of makeup, so I got all 4 of these. Of course, it comes with the Tweed little pouch that it comes with. It's the Chanel signature look. If I had to pick, my favorite Chanel Tweed collection quads are definitely the 01 Tweed Cuivre Copper, and then the Tweed 04 Tweed Brune et Rose. And so the copper one, it was the first review I did. So it's this one. It's that copper tone one. So pretty for fall. This is the cool tone one. And at first I thought this was really boring until I put the final look together, and then I posted a picture of what it looked like, and you all were telling me it was beautiful. So trust the process. If there was one I had to pick, I would definitely say the Brunette Rose is probably my favorite, just because I You know, I started off doing makeup where I thought warm tones were my jam, but the cool tones just look so, they just look nice. I just could see myself pulling for that brunette rose every day. And I think the formula on these two, I feel maybe like the Cuivre, the copper is definitely creamy. The Tweed Favre is also creamy, but it's pretty, but I have a lot of those warm tone quads. So I would say the brunette rose and the Cuivre, the copper, are my favorite of the Tweeds collection. But you can't go wrong with any of these. I like the Purpur as well if I wanted like a really simple look, which I've done before. So definitely loving those still. The Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas, I'm enjoying that. I don't know, I got a small one to try. I don't know if I would buy another one of it. It's definitely a look, like, I'm still deciding if I love it enough to buy it again. I just think it's really pricey. So we'll see. I do love it. I just don't know if I want to spend the money for it. And I'm going to do actually a comparison soon of this primer versus the Tom Ford matte primer and see how they, like, I'm going to do a wear test. So another product that I've actually still been loving are the new release of the Lisa Eldridge Liquid Lyricses. And I got the colors Iris, Anais, and Zora. And it was funny because I thought I would love Zora and Iris the most. I actually love Anais the most because it's just, again, it's cool tone. It's very neutral, at least on me. And I've actually worn this more as like an everyday. And these are super pigmented. I want to use that more as a liner. And then here's Zora. I thought I would love Zora the most. I think almost on me it's too deep and super pigmented. So I think in an evening look that would look really pretty. Maybe I just have to make it a little bit more simpler and blur it out to make it like more daytime wearable. Yeah, I should probably just do that. In terms of skincare, I'm still loving this Chantecaille Anti-Aging Face Tint. Now, I used this really heavily at the beginning of the summer when I didn't have a tan, and it was like pretty nice to wear because it was almost like it was giving me a tan before I had a tan because it's deep like this. But once I got my tan, I stopped using it because it just looked like added moisturizer. So it wasn't like really helpful for my skin routine. But I am putting this out still on my top shelf actually because as I'm losing my tan, I'll be reaching for this. So you can see because I have a nice tan that is actually, it doesn't bronze up anything. So I'm gonna leave this out because I keep playing with it. I think if you're my shade range, this is gonna be an interesting product. Either like it's exactly your skin color, or if you're lighter than me, it's actually gonna warm you up. But if you're deeper than me, it actually lightens you up. So it's kind of like, it almost looks a little bit light, right? Can you let me know? Because it almost like looks a little bit light. You know what it could be? I could probably, I'm wondering if I could use this as a highlighter. Yep, there we go. So right now I wouldn't put this on my face because I think it's gonna lighten me up in a way I don't want it to. But because I have a tan right now still because of summer, and we're having this weirdly unseasonably warm fall. In October we're having, it's like 75 to 90, 80 degrees, which is, it's global warming. It's just weird. So just, you see, that's a really nice highlight. So I'm gonna leave that aside. I know I can use that for that. Been loving it. And Chantecaille, I just love it. It's just the skincare again. It's just such high quality. Still loving my Chanel nude Rouge Allure series that came out. So I couldn't help myself. I got 5 of the release. I got five of them, and I'll link a video below so you can see them. The ones I don't reach the most, and to be honest, is Alter Ego. It's that one that's like the 90s brown nude, but I might reach for this more because we're getting into fall. So all these are on my top shelf to grab. Subtil I've used when I want more of like a red, orangey red, warm fall color. But these are the 3 that actually have gone in my purse. So this is like my 3rd place one. So A Demi Mont, it's like my perfect nude pink. So pretty. why don't I just show you them? Okay. My Chanel compact so I can see what I'm doing here. Okay, so this is A Demi Mont. This is that pinky nude color, at least on me. Really pretty. Again, like that pinky nude. So that's definitely been in my purse, but that's like the third place out of the others I'm going to show you. Okay, second place that's been in my purse is $1.99 Inattendu, and it's more of the, I think it's like a cool tone brown. So let me show you what I mean by that. I think it's got like a berry underlay. Yeah. No, it just looks brown. It's like a brownish red. So this is like my perfect brownie nude, which I love. Look at that. That's so pretty. And the beautiful thing about this collection is like, you're gonna find a color that works for you. And I've seen these same colors look different on people depending on their undertone or their skin tone. So this is the second one. This has definitely been on my purse. This is like a perfect nudie brown for me, like an everyday kind of color. And I'll show you my favorite one in a second. And the one that's definitely been on my purse the most is the 198 Nuance. And I knew this was going to be my favorite. I think this is like the most popular one that's been sold out on and off on different websites. Such a pretty color. It's like not too red, not too brown. It's just a really beautiful color. And I just noticed these earrings kind of throw things off depending on what I'm wearing. So let me cover those because these are very, the orange can throw things off. Although they match my makeup. Okay, so here is the lipstick. And you can, this is like my number one out of the Chanel. So definitely been loving those. Are still my Lisa Eldridge lipstick. Three that I was using a lot this summer, and I stopped using it because it's fall, but was the color Atomic Cherry. And it's like this really bright orange, but on me, you'll see, it doesn't look like that bright orange. But an orange nonetheless. It's pretty. Luxuriously lucent. Pretty orange color. I love that. So I'm probably not going to use it as much now because we're into fall, but it was definitely one of my summer go-tos because it's that more emollient lipstick formula. Sorry if the look is kind of throwing you off. Okay, so I'm going to take these earrings off because I think these are such bold colors. It's going to affect how you see these colors. So my second favorite has been, actually, you know what? No, this has been my first favorite. My second favorite is Velvet Carnival, and it's that hot pink fuchsia one. And let me put that on. So that is Velvet Carnival. And if you want to see me try on all of these lipsticks, I have a video. I can link it up here and then down below. Such a pretty color. Definitely great for summer. I think not obviously with this eye look. I could see wearing a very like cool tone, like maybe just a neutral color of like black eyeliner and maybe like silver, like a cool tone one shadow, and just wearing black and like making it really simple. I wouldn't want to wear other colors to compete with this lipstick because the lipstick itself is like the statement piece. Like this would carry the look all on itself. So been loving that. Such a beautiful color, Velvet Carnival. That entire release, I'll show you my favorite color from that release this summer. I am loving Strawberry Shock. Such a unique color. Super bright as well. Again, sorry, it's competing with the eye look, but again, it's the type of lipstick where you do have to be conscious of what kind of makeup you're wearing and what your color you're using. So again, it'd be really probably something very neutral, like a one and done or just eyeliner. and then using this lipstick. But this summer, this was such a fun color to use, and I had used this a couple times in some of my looks. And so yeah, those have been loving those Lisa Eldridge lipsticks still. Okay, so I'm gonna finish with the color 199 Inattendu because it's like more of a brownie nude color with this look. So I can put my earrings back on. Sorry, that's my dog who barks at any person walking or running by my house. It's actually really embarrassing. Okay, so that is the final look. If you're interested in see this look that I put together, I'll put the link above and then below. That's it for my faves and fails and meh. I hope that was helpful and informative. And if you like that kind of video, let me know. And if you haven't commented below or liked the video, please do so now. It helps out my channel. And then consider subscribing and ringing the notification bell as well. And as always, please be very kind with yourself and others and just be you. Until the next video, take very good care of yourself, beauty fam. Bye.